Good afternoon, every single one of you. Thank you so much for being on time. I'm super happy to be here with you. And it is 2 sharp, 2 p.m. sharp. But I'm gonna give just 2 more minutes in order for everybody to join in. Probably just 1 minute, and we're going to start. Okay. We thank you so much for using the chat. The chat. It is exciting for me to read you too, guys. So thank you for using the chat in YouTube, and we start in 1 minute. Thank you. So welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, every single one of you. I think this just 1 minute that I gave extra allowed to have the double of the population watching us in YouTube, which is amazing. I'm thrilled to be here on this Friday, 28th of May, with all of you guys. So let us start. Let us start with the closing ceremony of the 7th Pilar Mun at Colegio del Pilar. Good afternoon, directors, teachers that I see that you are also participating on the chat, and lovely students. You are all very welcome to the 7th Pilar Mun Closing Award Ceremony. I think that most of you think the same as I, that it seems ages ago since we last shared this space together, even though it was only yesterday at 8 a.m. But I think that during these last 30 hours, so many things have passed. You have learned to reinforce, no, you have learned, or sorry, reinforce your communicative skills, your ability to persuade, and why not? Even getting to know more about a specific country, a specific delegate, or a situation that is happening somewhere around the world. And for that, we're all really proud and happy today. Before I proceed, I want to welcome and mention that here with us are Miss Angélica Mondragón, Academic Director, Professor Federico González, General Director at Colegio del Pilar, Professor Ernesto López, Middle School Director, Miss Cynthia Lara, Language School Principal, and here with us also Maximiliano Reséndiz Melendez, Secretary General of this 7th Pilar Mun model. What can I say about the 7th Pilar Mun? 2 days of intense and hard work, 2 days of emotions, debate, and proposals on which students, full of enthusiasm, participated with solid arguments and viable proposals, always in favor of the possible resolutions in each one of the committees. And for that, congratulations to all of you kids. Congratulations. You have shown us your dedication and how far you can go when you put your mind and spirit into it, into this huge project, which is the 7th Pilar Mun. I was absolutely amazed by the ability to exchange ideas, suggestions, and proposals along these past 2 days. Something that I would like to mention too is that I couldn't be happier to see that you have mastered, literally mastered technology and use it as a tool in your favor to overcome not only the model, but the pandemic as well. And for that, we congratulate you all, students. My highest recognition to all of you right now. I am so proud to hear students speaking in English so fluently and with such structured ideas. How you're following a train of thoughts in order to achieve a possible proposal and a possible resolution. Believe me, kids, that what you have been able to experience here at Colegio del Pilar in its 7th Pilar Mun edition are memories, but not only memories, skills that will go with you wherever you go and will help you build character and shape yourself of tomorrow. Bravo, kids. Bravo à vous tous. Excellent participation of the model. Before we proceed to the committees and to the I know I am generating expectations because you are all thrilled to know who are the possible winners of this model. But before that, I would like to take some minutes to recognize the students who participated in the Tech Moon Senior on last April 15 and 16. The students that participated in this model and represented Colegio El Pilar were Valeria Aburto Jurado, Paulina López Hernández, Lenia Manzanilla Garduño, and Alejandro Ávila Vargas. Now, I'm going to take a special mention for these two students who received a honorific mention in a Tech Moon Senior model where students from high school are participating. And so congratulations to Frida Constanza Calderón Bisuet and Nitza Paola Soto Villareal for your honorific mention in the Tech Moon Senior. And well, without further ado, let's move on to the participation of the presidents on each one of the committees. Give it seconds. There we go. In each one of the committees, right? So now every president will commend the performance of each one of the committees and will award the best position paper, the honorific mention, and the best delegate. So here with us from the Committee Council of Europe, they had as a moderator Mayra Martinez Saldaña, as a conference officer Maria Fernanda Ortiz Paz, where the topic, the threat of human trafficking and the development of measures to combat this phenomenon in Romania, in the Republic of Bulgaria, and in the Kingdom of Spain, was debated. I would like to welcome President Nitza Paola Soto Villareal. Welcome, President.
Good afternoon. Probably most of you didn't know what you were in for when entering to the moon until you were actually. Maybe you're the delegate, ambassador, or head of government that talk a lot. or the one who was afraid of opening your cameras and talking before the entire committee, or even the one who just connected and left the computer there. But no matter who you are, I can sure tell you one thing. You have changed all your part of the world by participating in this month. Because maybe you had to defend the position of a country that you didn't even know existed, and discuss about a hard and even heartbreaking topic that seemed to be from a horror movie. It's incredible how this model can make your problems suddenly seem not so big, and make your voice 20 times bigger. This is a unique opportunity that not all people get to have. And during these 2 days, it was up to you if you decided to change the world or just stay where you were without moving a finger. Furthermore, I would like to say that even though this is not my last moon and I still have much more to come, and I shouldn't be so sad, I am. Because it is crazy to think that after today, everything's going to be different. The jokes, the reunions, and even the stressful moments that I live with the church who are living today. I am sure to change the world. Because if this model has taught me something, is that we have the power to change the world. So go ahead, guys. Change the world. Make this place a better place. Inspire them as you have inspired all of us. Finally, thank you to my amazing chair for illustrations and phone jokes, for helping me and taking care of me. I cannot express with words how much I love you and thank you. Now, without further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for. The best head of government goes to Bulgaria. Special recognition goes to Austria and Italy. And last, but definitely not least, best position paper, Poland. Congratulations, guys. You deserve it.
Thank you so much, Nitza, for that message. I know your committee did exceptionally well. All of them did, and thank you so much. Congratulations, Poland, Austria, Italy, and Bulgaria. Bulgaria, good job. To move on, we're going to move on to the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women. So, or as we know it, the UN Women. The moderator was Nailea Ramirez Perez, conference officer Santiago Enciso Galaz, and the topic was measures to decrease silence torture in West Africa, focusing in the region of Cameroon. With all of us, Paulina López Hernández, your president. Thank you.
Well, this was my last Pilar Mun, and as far as I can remember, first of all, thank you so much for having me here with you. I hope that everybody's doing well today, because I would like to talk about an issue that is very present in our country. And of course, I have to apologize if this topic seems very controversial or either for the people that maybe will be offended. As far as we know, Mexico, our place, is amazing. We are recognized with the most delightful gastronomy, places, stunning landscapes, history, traditions, and of course, our magnificent culture. We should be proud of it. In addition to that, we have also recognized for in the ranking of the first countries with the most feminicides in Latin America. Yes, they kill 11 women per day just for the simple reason of being a woman. Should we continue to be proud of this? I don't think so. Violence against women has been recognized as a growing problem in today's society. Besides that, it represents a violation of human rights, a social problem, a public health matter, and a barrier to economic development. Currently, not even one country has achieved gender equality. Either the developing or developed world, at the point that the word feminicide is considered to be the most extreme expression of violence against women. I rarely watch television, but when a family is watching the news, I get to hear that another case of feminicide, disappearance, or even cases of sexual abuse of women is announced. I sincerely feel very disappointed with the society. Besides that, my insecurities as a woman increase. I guess I'm not the only one, right? And because of that, I hate being a woman in Mexico. When you're a woman, you're guilty to everything what happens to you. If you come to ask for justice, you can will mostly like to go unpunished, even if still dead. When a woman recounts her experience of abuse, they ask for proofs. But when a woman gives them, they call her a liar and blame her, when they know perfectly that telling it is not easy at all. I hate Mexico because if I go out dressed like this, the most likely is that they will say that I have the fault of being harassed. When you're a woman, you are to blame for others' people's values, emotions, and self-control. I hate Mexico because it romanticizes violence against women. When you're a woman, you probably have to hold on with everything in a marriage for love. Does he hit you? For love. If someone bothers you, it's because he likes you. And people don't take it seriously, and they keep playing at these topics like it's something funny, when it's not. When you're another feminicide, you will probably end up as a meme, as a yellow note, and nothing more. And don't get me wrong, please. I love my roots, I love my culture, but unfortunately, Mexico is not a safe place for me or another woman. And I agree with the iconoclast about burning, destroying, and not because I'm going to revive someone. It's because I want you to remember the violence that we saw every time you go to the streets or to work. I want you to go to the streets and see the reflection of a macho, violent, and misogynist country. I want it to be impossible for you to ignore our anger, our pain, our mourning. I want you to feel uncomfortable every time you see it. And I want you to feel uncomfortable being part of a society in which being a woman is a risk factor. So you don't feel the same fear as my sisters feel when they go out into the streets. I want you to realize that your reality is different from ours. It is so hard to understand. And also for the ones that say, not all men, or at least that's what they say. Not all men, but you keep looking into my skirt. Not all men, but you keep asking for nude photos of me. Not all men, but you have nude chats with your friends. Not all men, but you keep insisting after I telling you no. Not all men, but more than 15 million adolescents. Not all men, but if one every 18 seconds. Not all men, but you keep defending and covering your abusive friend. Not all men, but if 19% of women have suffered an harassment. Not all men, but you define a woman by her sexual life. Not all men, but enough to be afraid of just one. And to conclude, I sincerely want to wish you with all my heart that you never need to experience some death of a close woman to you, your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, your cousin. I really never wish you would take years to find her body. If someone happens to me, tomorrow burn it all, destroy everything. Be the voice of the one who are not here longer with us. I prefer my mom recognizes my body in prison than in the morgue. If I'm tomorrow, I want to be the last one. But to conclude, I would like to say that this was my last month, and I remember how was it the first one. I was very nervous and very afraid about what to say. But through the pass of the time, I realized how capable and how I am. And look at me. I'm here saying goodbye for a few months to take another path. And this is one of the best programs that the school has, since I realized how important global issues and how much they have an impact on the society. So, please, I think it's the moment we're waiting for. The delegates, we had a good job. They did an excellent job. Make me feel very proud as my last Pilar Mun model. And the best delegate is for United Kingdom. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. The delegation with a little recognition are Russia and France Federation. Thank you so much. And for the position paper, thank you to the delegate of Germany. You did an excellent job. And I would like to say that also, please, the people is watching me realize how difficult it is to be a woman, not in Mexico, in all the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paulina, for that message. I think it's a difficult situation, definitely, and I do appreciate your words and your speech. I think it was a really good one. Thank you so much, Paulina, for addressing that message to us, and for giving, of course, the best position papers, the honorific mentions, and the best delegate. Now, to move on, we're going to proceed to the Food and Agricultural Organization Committee, where the moderator, Valeria Michelle Ramirez Silva, the conference officer, Julieta Yanes Lima, were debating about measures to heckle the acute famine in Burkina Faso and countries in the east and east fragment of the west region of the African Union and Yemen country. So please help me welcome our president, Silvana García Favela, from Food and Agricultural Organizations. Welcome, Silvana.
Well, good afternoon, delegates and teachers. I just want to thank you and thank my amazing team, my moderator, Valeria Michel, and my conference officer, Julieta Yanes, for being part of my last Pilar Mun. Being president is just another type of experience, because leading up a complete class of delegates or ambassadors is not easy at all. And of course, between a computer, neither. But at the end of the day, we discover how capable we can be. And an electronic device will not stop us from being the best delegate or having the best position paper of our committee. And since I'm talking about the words, I shall mention who were the lucky ones. And the person that has the best position paper in the Food and Agriculture Organization Committee goes to the delegation of the Portuguese Republic. Congratulations, delegate. Your position paper was almost impeccable. And now, the moment you were waiting for, the best delegate goes to the delegation of the Republic of Sudan. Congrats, delegate. Your fluency and how you developed during the debate was what got you to the Grand Prix. But obviously, we're not going to forget the delegate who also did an amazing job and who takes the award of the honorific mention. That goes to the delegate of Burkina Faso. Congrats, delegate. Delegates, you make an incredible job. You deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Silvana. Thank you so much for sharing these words with us. And yeah, congratulations to the delegations of Portugal, Burkina Faso, and Sudan. I love to hear that Burkina Faso had a good participation in one of the topics that it was actually involved in, right? So congratulations to that committee. We're going to move on then. And to next, we're going to talk about the NATO, or the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, where our moderator was Mabel Martinez Saldaña, and our conference officer was Paola García Favela. The topic was measures to develop and reinforce new cutting-edge technologies and capabilities to protect troops and civilians against terrorist attack in Afghanistan. So please help me welcome President Valeria Aburto Jurado.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you. And first of all, who will say that the future holds for us? It is something difficult to answer, but I wouldn't imagine standing here representing a whole committee after 4 years. And I mean that that girl who was beautiful will become now a president. I feel very fond of this model since this is my last model, and I say to myself that these 2 days I will only enjoy and appreciate this last moon, even it's online. And so it was. I left many teachings of issues that the world's facing, and the fact of debating and getting resolutions for solve a problem will become something that you enjoy. Well, for me, it's that. For some others, it's just only a model, but I personally believe that it is a unique experience. And being in this position, teaching my ambassadors how to respond of that is something pleasant, where I will always stay with it. It is equally important to mention that this wouldn't have been possible for each person who was part of this model. My teachers, especially teacher Ernesto, my official moderator Mabel, who I consider is the best moderator I have ever had and that she was always there. My conference officer Paola, where without her there would not have been a speaker list, and my ambassadors, who were fundamental pieces for these resolutions and the best committee that I have ever had. Thank you all of you for letting me be your president in this amazing experience that this model brings to me. Now, just to sum up the time we were waiting for. Best position paper, best delegate, and the honorific mention. Now, the best position paper goes to the Islamic Republic of Iran. Congratulations. Now, honorific mention that it is the most difficult part. That goes to United States of America and Netherlands. Congratulations, you make a great job. And finally, the best delegate that goes to the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Congratulations to all of you. You have like great work and I love NATO. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Valeria. Thank you so much for those kind words. No, not kind word. Like actually, thank you for addressing the message. It is a great committee, definitely. All of you were ambassadors there, right? And yeah, I had the opportunity to also be in there, and I think you did an amazing job, and all the delegates did an amazing job. So congratulations, NATO. We're gonna move on to the last committee, which was the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. The moderator there was Frida Constanza Calderón Bisuet, and the conference officer was Maria Fernanda Sanchez. The topic that they discussed was instability in Latin America due to the pandemic of COVID-19, focusing on the humanitarian crisis in Colombia. So please help me welcome President Lenia Manzanilla Garduño. Thank you for being here with us, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon, delegates, ambassadors, chairs, and everyone present. I would like to start saying that during the first practice of the debate that we had as a committee, where you were debating about the testing on animals, my mind brought me lots of memories and unforgettable experiences, such as when I had my first Pilar Mun, being the Turkish delegate, feeling the worst emotions and always being really nervous, especially to be questioned by other delegations in extraordinary session of questions, which is completely normal. It's part of a process that changed my life and will change yours too. After two hard days of being critical, empathetic, confident, or even nervous, you dedicate your time to investigate, debate, and represent a whole nation facing a worldwide problem. All of you successfully participate and contribute in order to achieve a resolution paper. Feel proud of it, proud of what you have developed these days, for all the knowledge you get, and take this experience as one of the thousands you will face in your daily life, being the future agents of the change that our world needs. As people with the ability to make a change, it is our moral responsibility to use our tools and strength to stand up as one for the greater good of all humanity, for the justice of the oppressed, the deluded, the threatened, the martyr, the victim. We must make the world one which is inhabited with people who believe in peace and justice. Anyone can be an agent when enough support is given. Respect and argumentation are the only necessary things to grow and fight for the whole world good. Most of you will learn about the issues of humanity and what it takes to fix them. Some of you may never think the same way again, but that is what makes us learning humans. And most importantly, potential game changers for the justice prevalence in our civilization. Through people come and go, as long as we are here to improve the world we live in, humankind will continue to outgrow the need to fight in order to exist peacefully. I want to thank all my teachers, especially Teacher Ernesto, for always supporting me and motivating me in these events. Also to my wonderful and the best chair I had, Frida and Fer. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. And principally, thank you to you, delegates, my wonderful delegates. Thank you for being part of the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, for letting me be your president in the last month that I will have, and for letting me watching you growing during this memorable experience. Now, I will proceed with the moment all of you are waiting for, the Human Rights Committee Awards. Well, the best delegate goes to the delegation of the Russian Federation. Congratulations, delegate, you do an amazing work. Next, the honorific mentions to the delegations that were constantly and amazingly participating. They go to Japan and Colombia. Congratulations. And the best position paper goes to the delegate of Ecuador. Congrats, you made a great job. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Lenia. That was lovely. It was a shame that we could see part of you at the beginning, part of you at the end. Then what was important was the message that you gave at the beginning. Definitely, we have to fight for justice around the world and on your committee. That's what happened. Thank you so much for sharing your best position paper, the honorific mention best delegate, Ecuador, Japan, Colombia, and Russia. Congratulations to you, delegates. Before moving on, I want to sincerely congratulate, in name of all Colegio del Pilar, our presidents of each one of the committees, without whom this activity wouldn't have flown, as I was mentioning at the beginning of this stream. It wouldn't have flown so easily, I mean. So, presidents, congratulations to every single one of you. You make us really, really proud. Continue seeking excellence and thriving to excel in every aspect in your life. And thank you so much for being the presidents of the 7th Pilar. So, to move on, before that, I would like to also recognize the participation of all the moderators and the conference officers for their splendid job that they have performed. Congratulations to you. I absolutely love the way how there was a program where you could see the countries when they were passing by. I think that technological embracement that you did with the seventh Pilar Mun was astonishing. Congratulations, moderators, conference officers, and obviously presidents. Now, Maximiliano Reséndiz Meléndez, Secretary General of the seventh Pilar Mun, will address a message for all of us. Welcome, Secretary President Maximiliano.
Before starting, I would like to remember that my speeches are dry and a bit negative. Therefore, the chances of you crying are nil. Without more to say, let's start with my speech. Teachers and parents, I hope you are well at home, safe from the virus that torments us every day and that we are trying to overcome. I will be honest. I had very low expectations of the students, because in the practices, they show me incompetence and inattention. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And I was beginning to worry that this Pilar Mun was not what it was expected to be. I thought that no student would pay attention, that no one would turn on the camera or activate their microphone. I thought that I should be constantly asking them to perform such acts, but the unexpected happened. Several students showed me great potential in the debates, because although in the first sessions they did not want to speak, it was understandable, since the grief invaded them. But as the debate developed, I was able to hear great points of view, criticisms which they could not be contradicted, and reviewing great position papers. Really, a great turnaround from my low expectations. But not everything was perfect, because I have to admit that there were certain delegates who did not play their role well. And it's a shame, because I want to think that they had great arguments to give, only that laziness won them. But even at least, I hope they have liked the Pilar Mun and enjoy in their own way. Hearing the voices of the students was music for me, a salvation from the vision of being scolded by the teachers, reminding me how badly my character had played in the sessions. So thank you, delegate, for saving me from that punishment. I also have to thank all the president for the great job they did, as well as give a great applause to the moderators and the conference officers for being able to successfully overcome each challenge that was placed on them. And I want to say something to the delegates. Delegates, it doesn't matter if you win that empty cup, because you will win something much better. You will win the experience, and the experience is better than a trophy, because experience will make you improve in those mistakes you made during the session, to the point of being able to be one of the best at it. I don't have much more to say, but to emphasize that this has been a very good Pilar Mun, and I enjoy it to the fullest. And I will miss seeing all the delegates discuss to see who's right and who's not. Thank you very much for giving me this experience. With nothing more to say, congratulations to everyone. You did an excellent job, and have a good day.
Thank you so much, Maximiliano, for the message. I definitely believe that it was a great model, and that many of the students, probably the majority of the students, show us what they got and how they can debate and overcome different situations. So, thank you so much once again, Maximiliano Reséndiz Meléndez. And to move on, I would like now to welcome to this streaming Professor Federico González, General Director at Colegio El Pilar, who is going to address a message to all of you. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you, Teacher Marco.
Welcome, Professor.
Thank you, Teacher Marco. I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to Renata and Max and their team. To all of the amazing members of the chair, thank you to Renata and Max. To our teachers, coordinators, and director of middle school, teacher Ernesto. And to the ambassadors and delegates. You have delivered a great Pilar Mun with the most incredible atmosphere, making our competitors feel like the stars they are. One day ago, I told you that you needed to be ready, but even I could not have been ready for the scale of what we witnessed at this moon. I knew you were prepared for the challenge that is 2 days imply. I told you you will inspire, but I didn't say that this model might leave you questioning if you are living to your own true potential and the challenge these question issues. For the ones that are in their last Pilar Mun, don't just move on from this experience with happy memories. Instead, let examples of service and resilience that you have seen inspire you to take action to improve something, big or small, in your life, for your family or in your country or community. Let's create a ripple effect of the Pilar Mun spirit across our communities that will be the real legacy of this extraordinary exercise. As I did in the opening ceremony, I want to end by speaking directly to our competitors. Right now, you're on a high, at the summit of a mountain many of you thought was too high to climb, but you have done it. This is the moment, right here, right now, shoulder to shoulder. You are not the future, but the present. These models are not about winning. They never have been. They're about the journey that you have made. Now, going home, it might be tough as the excitement fades, but I want to set a new task for you. Make a plan about how you're going to use this experience of these 2 days to help lift up all those around you. It doesn't matter how big or small your step is, just take it. Our world needs your dedication and passion like never before. And you never know, this might just be the missing piece of the puzzle to help create a better reality. Last but not least, I want to ask for one more important favor. I bet you can all think of better things to do or more important, but when we gather next year, I look forward to seeing familiar faces. I hope to meet again those who have lived back by the side of those that remain, cheering them on as others have done for you. Thank you very much for this fascinating and amazing 7th edition of the Pilar Mun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Federico. I couldn't agree more with what you said. So this is it, kids. I think we are about to close the session. Votes in favor, votes against, abstention. You already know the drill, right? Thank you so much, all of you, for being here at the closing ceremony of the 7th Pilar Mun. Thank you again, presidents, delegates. And well, without more to say, I wish you all a good afternoon. Enjoy the weekend. Take with you everything that you have learned in these 2 days, and not only in these 2 days, but in all this process of the Pilar Mun. You should be proud of yourselves. Congratulations to all of you, kids, and see you really soon. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. See you soon.